Ogechi was a beautiful young girl, smart and intelligent, and always took first position every time in her class. She was in primary 5. She was an only child of Mr. and Mrs. Roland Eze. Ogechi's parents were successful business owners. They ensured Ogechi never lacked anything. They bought the best of the best for her. But one thing was lacking. That was spending time with Ogechi. Due to their business demands, they were always traveling to different countries on business trips and always leaving Ogechi in the hands of Nene. Nene was a woman in her 30s. She was educated, at least she had an OND, and doing the nanny job was a means for her to save up and go back to school later in the future. Nene has been with the family since Ogechi's mom was pregnant, and she remained after Ogechi was born, taking care of Ogechi, especially when her parents traveled, and she helped Ogechi with her homework and always represents Mr. and Mrs. Eze during Ogechi's school activities. One day in school, during break time, while they were playing, Esther and Toke, Ogechi's friends and classmates, were talking about how their parents were going to come watch their performance the next day for the graduation ceremony organized for primary 5 people moving on to secondary school, and how they are going to go watch a movie at the movie theater in the evening after the graduation ceremony. They have been preparing so hard for this performance. Ogechi was going to be the lead character in the drama. She has been praying in her mind and hopes her parents would be around to come watch her, especially since this was her last performance before going to secondary boarding school. She remembered how she kept telling her mom during phone calls to be around, and she promised that her dad and she would come watch her. Then Esther tapped Ogechi, bringing her back to reality, and asked if her mom and dad will be coming to the graduation.
Ogechi, will your mom and dad attend the graduation?
And told her that Ogechi does not have a daddy and mommy, but a nanny. She was making faces. Ogechi began to cry and said that she has a daddy and mommy. And she ran off to the classroom, putting her head on her desk crying. Then came the D-Day for the graduation. Nene woke up early to make breakfast for Ogechi and told her to go take her bath while
Ogechi,
she
go and take your bath.
her dress.
Have you
Then
finished
they
having
set
your
out
bath?
Yes, Auntie.
On getting to the school, invited guests, pupils, and other parents were arriving in their numbers. Then Ogechi and her classmates were told to march in and go sit in the seat reserved for graduates. Then minutes later, the ceremony began. After the proprietor's welcome speech, it was time for activities. Ogechi kept looking at the back to see if her parents have arrived, but they were not in sight. But she kept hoping that at least before she starts her performance, they would have arrived. Then it was time for the drama show. Ogechi and her mates went to the stage. Ogechi played her role so well that she received a standing ovation from the audience, while some kept screaming her character's name. After the show came to an end, Ogechi checked around to see if her parents were around, but they were not. When it was time for prize giving, Ogechi was called out by the headmaster to receive her award for the best graduating pupil. She was so happy, but the thought of her parents not being around made her sad again. Lo and behold, she heard her mom's voice. She turned around and saw her mom and dad walking up to the stage. She was super excited to see them. The end.